What's up, everybody? It's Gavin here with NBA Real Talk, and today I just want to make a quick video about a subject that kind of pops up and pops in and out of the NBA versage every once in a while, and that would be whether or not the NBA should add a 4-point line. Now, for those of you who don't know, I believe it was a couple years ago, the NBA actually experimented in the G League, in the Development League, with adding a 4-point line. I think they did it in a few preseason games or something like that. It's very common the NBA does that in basically the G League. For anyone else who doesn't know, this is like the minor leagues of the NBA. Oftentimes, whatever rule changes or changes to the game they plan for an upcoming season, they'll try them out in the minor leagues first and see how it affects the game. So they tried out the 4-point line. I'm sure there was some final report or something on it that I never read, but obviously they decided not to go with it because we still don't have a 4-point line. And personally, I don't want a 4-point line. I don't think it's a good idea to create a line that rewards a shot, extra points that players are already making and taking at a consistent rate. I just don't think that makes any sense. I don't think it really adds to the game. But, the concept of a shot on the court being worth more than just 3 points, I think is worth exploring. And we can use that, or we can do that by utilizing the lines that already exist on the court. So these guys are basically dribbling over half. I mean, you got Chef Curry cooking from the parking lot. You got Logo Lillard just dribbling to either side of the court and hucking it up. Even our very own Toronto Raptor, Fred VanVleet, every three he takes, I feel like he's like 5 feet beyond the 3-point line. So why don't you just make it so that if you shoot from over half court, that's 4 points. And you could even take that and extend it to your defensive end. And if you're within your 3-point line, below your 3-point break, I don't know how we want to work out the specifics there, but basically in your own defensive zone, if you huck up that Hail Mary, maybe it's worth 5 points. I think that is an idea that's very much worth exploring. You know why? Because why do we watch the NBA? I mean, we watch the NBA because we love basketball, but what are we always like, what are we really waiting for every time we watch an NBA game? We're waiting for those last 2 minutes. Those last 2 minutes when the game is close. It's going to take longer to play those last 2 minutes than it did to play damn near the whole game because there's going to be timeouts, there's going to be fouls, there's going to be reviewing every play. It's awesome. The drama is never ending and it's severe. And sometimes that drama ends up in miracles or awesome situations like Tracy McGrady, 13 points in 33 seconds. They couldn't have done that without fouling the crap out of the other team and getting the ball back and him coming up the court and just shooting up another three, shooting up another three, shooting up another three. And that's great. But let's be honest, what does the drama usually result in? More often than not, the drama is drawn out. It's awesome, it's great that it was dramatic, but then for the last few seconds, it's like, hey, we kept fouling, they kept hitting their free throws, we hit a few clutch threes, keep it interesting, but they kept hitting their free throws. So then it's the end of the game, they're still up 5, we inbounds, you got no timeouts left, we're hucking up a half-court shot, nobody's even trying to defend it because their coach is like, hey, don't be near anybody, we don't need to foul, nothing, just let them run up their losing score and let's get out of here. But what if, can you imagine, what if it's the final seconds of the game, your team is up 5, the other team has no timeouts left, they're in their own end, and you actually have to mark up and guard? Because even though as unlikely as it is, you have to make sure that they don't get a wide open, clean look at a full court shot that could be worth 5 points and tie the game, or if you're only up 3 or 4, win the game. What's most interesting about this to me is that people might not, I mean, I'm sure with the range that players have these days, this isn't as unbelievable, but people might not know what kind of range these guys have and what kind of abilities these guys have. I mean, they don't make a lot of full court heaves because they don't practice it that much, but trust me, they wouldn't have to practice it too much to make it a shot that is worthy of defending. I'll tell you, this is funny, this is a humble brag, but when I was in high school, yeah, this guy right here, some white dude from Canada. When I was in high school, many moons ago, I used to sit on the left side of half court with one hand. You know that drill where you don't use your guide hand, where you just shoot from here with one hand? I used to shoot like that from the left side of half court, and I'd make like 4 or 5, 6, 7 in a row. I have more memories than I can count of me doing that. As a matter of fact, my girlfriend in high school said she fell in love with me because she saw me doing that, but that's a whole other story altogether. Anyways, the point being, if I had the confidence to do that, and even now, having not played basketball almost at all in the last 15 years, if I would have the confidence to tell you that if you gave me a ball at half court and said you've got 5 tries to get it in, and I say, I'll get one of them. I'm not sure if that's true, but I'm definitely confident enough. And if you gave me 10 tries, I'd be willing to put money on it. So that's what this guy would have to say about a half court shot or a full court shot. Even a full court shot. You give me 10 tries on a full court shot, well, I won't put money on it, but I bet you I'll hit one, you know? And I guarantee you NBA players are going to be 10 times more confident than this guy that they would be able to master that shot really quickly and make it, incorporate it as part of their strategy and part of the game. I mean, the end of the game is just going to be so much more interesting if a differential greater than 3 is still a risk to the team that's winning. You know what I mean? If all of a sudden that full court shot is going to cost them more, you know, and they have to actually defend and they have to strategize, because I guess, you know, if it's a 5-point shot, is it worth 5 free throws? So better not foul. If it's a 4-point shot, is it worth 4 free throws? I guess better not foul. So it's just going to make the end of games even more interesting, because it will drag that drama that we're already so used to, that sometimes we're rewarded from, but other times it's just drama that amounted to nothing. It's going to take that drama, that drawn out drama at the end of NBA games that we love so much, and it's going to extend it right to the final buzzer for all the games that are, you know, within 5 points or less. So let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? Should they add a 4-point line? No 4-point line? Should they add 4 and 5-point shots? No more shots, just 2s, 3s, and free throws? You let me know in the comments down below. This has been Gavin with NBA Real Talk, signing out, and I'll talk to you guys next time.